Hey guys, it's Nicole, and today I'm here with my 25-week pregnancy update. So I am 25 weeks and 2 days. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, 25 weeks and 2 days. Just gonna jump right into the update. This week, baby is the size of a head of cauliflower. So baby's definitely getting crazy big in there, and it definitely feels like it. The baby's movements are getting way stronger, and I am feeling like little limbs. Like I can feel like, I don't know if they're like his knees or his shoulders or elbows or hands or even a foot, but I am feeling like, you know, different like parts of him, you know, periodically, and just like rolling elbows or whatever across my belly, which I don't remember feeling until way farther in my pregnancy with Aaliyah. I'm also carrying him way lower than I did with Aaliyah. I feel like Aaliyah was a lot higher because I felt her movements a lot higher. She just didn't feel as low, and definitely with this little guy, I feel like he is way lower, and I've felt that way ever since the beginning of my pregnancy. Like I just felt like he was sitting way lower in my uterus or wherever, and I feel a lot of the movements like in my lower abdomen, you know, like it's just like really low that I feel the movements. And then even when I have like Braxton Hicks or contractions or anything, I feel like it tightens at the very bottom of my stomach, but the top of my stomach doesn't necessarily tighten up. So like I definitely feel like he is way lower than I was carrying Aaliyah. That is gonna be super fun to deal with when I get bigger and he gets like excruciatingly like painful to carry, because he's already gonna be like way lower, and then he's just gonna drop when I get to that point in my pregnancy, and I already know it's gonna be freaking miserable, and I just hope that I'm not working during that time. He is most active at nighttime and when I'm hungry. It seemed like it kind of flip-flopped, because for a while there it was like every morning he was more active, but now it's definitely the nighttime he is way more active. So I find myself constantly thinking like, is that how he's gonna be when he's born? I just keep thinking about like his patterns now and how they're gonna be when he's born, you know, like is he gonna be more active during the nighttime when he's born? So these past couple of weeks I have been super nauseous. Mainly this last week I've been way more nauseous, but yeah, I definitely feel like my morning sickness has come back, and that kind of sucks. I just feel like motion sickness, like if I'm sitting there watching TV for too long, or if I'm watching videos, or just like sitting there, you know, watching something, I feel like I start to get really queasy and nauseous, and it's definitely not like as strong as it was when I was in my first trimester. During my first trimester, I literally could not hold anything down. I felt the same type of motion sickness, but I would have to throw up, you know, in order to feel like semi-better. I would have to throw up in order to feel semi-better, and this time that I'm feeling nauseous, I can't talk about what's new, but this time around, like that I'm feeling nauseous again, I don't feel as nauseous, or you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not so bad to where I have to throw up, you know, and I kind of wish it was, because it's really annoying when like I just feel super queasy, and usually like I'm the type of person where if I feel nauseous, I throw up, you know, and I feel typically better after that, or I'm able to fall asleep or, you know, relax after I throw up. But now I just feel like super queasy most of the time, and it's not even like bad enough to where I need to throw up. I just feel really like not well. So I'm hoping that kind of like starts to subside, but I don't know. I remember feeling this way with Aaliyah too. I felt nauseous towards the end of my pregnancy, and my morning sickness came back at the end of my pregnancy, but I was just mainly sick at nighttime, or if I was too emotional or too like stressed, then I got really nauseous with Aaliyah. So this past week I've also been having so much pain in my like abdomen and in my stomach and in my back. I've just been having the worst pains, and I actually almost went to the hospital or the emergency room sometime last week while I was at work, because I started having like cramps, really bad cramps while I was getting ready for work, and they started at 12:30 and they just seemed like regular, or like how they like stopped and then started, you know, they stopped and started, and they were going on all freaking day, you know, all day I was having like these contractions and these cramps, and I had to go to work that day, and it was just absolutely miserable. I was in so much pain all day, and plus it was like super busy that day, so I was just miserable. I wanted to cry. Like, I tried to find somebody to cover my shift, and of course nobody, you know, could come in. My mom was like texting me like, dude, like, tell them you're leaving. I'm gonna take you to the hospital, and, you know, we need to make sure that, you know, nothing's going on. But I had a feeling as soon as I left to go to the hospital that something, or that they were gonna stop, you know. So I just kept taking way more breaks that day. I kept sitting down a lot more, and, you know, definitely always trying to stay hydrated. Ever since my doctor's appointment where they told me I was low on amniotic fluid, and to fix that I needed to drink more water, then I've been drinking so much water. So I know I'm not dehydrated, but I was just all day that day, like, I just kept having like the worst cramps, and I felt like they were painful contractions, you know, and they were consistent, you know, like I kept having them every hour. And yeah, they were lasting for probably like 30 to 40 minutes. Like, the pain was lasting for about 30 to 40 minutes. The contractions, not necessarily, but yeah, it was pretty stressful. And that whole week, I just seemed to not be able to go one day without having something be excruciatingly painful. You guys remember in my last pregnancy update where I was talking about how I thought it was kind of entertaining that like my belly was causing me little, like, you know, annoyances throughout my day at work? Even though it kind of sucks, like, I'm also kind of having like fun being pregnant and working. Totally over that. I was pretty much over that the day I posted that video, and then I went to work and like I started experiencing cramps and pains and everything. Like, I'm totally done with being pregnant and at work. I feel like my back is hurting, my legs are hurting, and like we have to like work at a fast pace, you know, so you're like speed walking throughout the entire shift, and I feel like I'm pulling things in my groin because like I'm trying to keep up, you know, but like my legs just don't want to support the weight of my body, so like it's just super annoying and super painful. Oh, I did get a belly band, by the way. Some of you guys were mentioning, and my mom kept bugging me about going and getting a belly band, and hopefully that was going to help with like the back pains and the issues at work and being on my feet for so long. And go figure, I don't ever use it because in my work, like in the kitchen and everything, it's so hot. It is so hot back there all the time, and I am constantly asking the managers to turn the freaking heater down or to turn the air conditioning on because I'm sweating my ass off, and wearing that belly band on top of like my uniform and everything, like, so wildly uncomfortable. I can't even express it to you guys. Even the day that I did wear it, like, I started having the same back pains, like, even with the belly band on. So I just felt like hot, uncomfortable, and pain, and I was just like, no, I'm taking this shit off because this is way too uncomfortable. Also, I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I put it way down here at the bottom of my notes, that I've gained 16 pounds so far during this pregnancy. That's what I found out at my doctor's appointment, which kind of surprised me because I was watching my 25-week update with Aaliyah, and at this point in my pregnancy with Aaliyah, I had gained 20 pounds already, and so I thought I was gaining way more weight with this pregnancy. I've also been having the hardest time getting to sleep and staying asleep. I literally wake up so many times throughout the night, and it's not even just like the peeing anymore, it's like I am just so uncomfortable, you know, and like Sean and I need to get a bigger mattress. Our mattress is like super tiny, and so like it's just so hard to fall asleep because like I feel like I'm constantly like, you know, waking him up as I'm trying to like switch positions, plus it's so heavy and my back is in so much pain that like it hurts like hell to move, you know. Like if I'm laying on my side and I try to like move over to my side, I have to like go to like 3 different spots to like switch over to this side. Like, it's not just like a swift movement. It's like, okay, I'm on my back now, and now let me try and get over on my other side, you know. But like I also wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be like on my back, you know, because I'm one of those people that like sleeping on their stomach and on their back. I can't necessarily sleep on my stomach anymore, but sometimes I wake up and I'll be on my back, and that is not good because I get stuck when I am on my back. I can't lay down on my back. I can't, like, you know, if I'm laying flat, like on my bed, on my back, I will get stuck. It does not matter how long I sit there, I will get stuck. When I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm on my back, I'm like, shit, like, this is gonna be such a freaking, like, exercise trying to freaking get off my back. So my cravings for this week, I have not really been craving too much. I've actually been, because of my nausea and everything, I've been having like food aversions again. So I don't really feel like, you know, I've craved too much. The only thing that I can say is like strawberries, I've been craving the crap out of. Like, I can't get enough strawberries. I love strawberries so much right now. And then basically any other fruit, you know, not necessarily bananas or apples or oranges, like typical, like, you know, those types of fruit, but like berries, you know, I'm digging raspberries, blueberries, you know, like berries. I've been totally into berries lately. Yeah, other than that, I've just been having hardcore food aversions and just feeling super nauseous every time I get hungry. Yeah, that's all I have for my update. So I'm gonna show you guys my 25-week belly and then we'll be done. Here's with the shirt on. And of course I have pajamas on because I'm not at work, so why would I be wearing anything but pajamas? Okay, so then there's the front view, side view. Yep, there's my pregnant belly, woo! But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!